Just how good did that fourth quarter feel to get going like that?
It was good, man, but I'm just trying to win, man. I think I've scored a lot of points in my career and hit big shots. I'm just trying to do what I can to help the team win. So it was nice to make some shots and make some plays, but it's even better when it comes in a win.
Does it just feel like you guys are just having to grind these out at this point with all the bodies you've got out?
Yeah, it's that time of the year, man. It's a lot of teams battling injuries. You know, Luka goes down tonight, B.I. goes down. You look across the league, a lot of guys are banged up. A lot of teams have had to go through those periods of time where depth matters. It gives younger guys an opportunity, and some players have to do a little bit more. But I think for us, it's just about figuring out ways to win, especially at home. You got to figure out ways to win. Playing against a team who's, a couple games up on us. We're basically 2-3 games away from being where, we feel like we should have been already. You know what I mean? 5 seed, 6 seed, whatever the case may be. So we gotta close out games, and next man up mentality. Everybody's got to be ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, what's just the mentality from you and in that locker room, knowing that you guys have taken some lumps lately and it's going to be at least a few more weeks without Zion?
Yeah, I'm just trying to be aggressive, man. Just trying to be aggressive, getting my treatment, doing what I need to do to get myself ready to play. And just trying to have a good assist-turnover ratio, trying to play defense well, and continue to get my reps. I'm going to get shots. I'm going to make shots. I'm going to miss shots. But it's about the quality, and then just continue to prepare the way I've always prepared.
How big were Herb and Jaxson, just the energy they brought on both ends?
It was great, man. I thought Herb did a tremendous job of pushing tempo, getting some layups. Obviously, defensively, he does what he does every night. He's everywhere. Jaxson gave us great energy. He rebounded the ball. He guarded 1 through 5, had a big block down the stretch, and has continued to play effectively for us and efficiently when given an opportunity. And, injuries are a very unfortunate part of the game, but that also gives other players who may not necessarily get normal time out there a chance to kind of show growth and development. And I think a lot of our guys have worked on their games, have taken advantage of some of the opportunities, and now, it would be nice to be whole at some point, but in the meantime, we got to figure it out and keep our hopes alive and make sure that we're doing all we can, and I'm doing all we can to make this my 10th straight year in the playoffs.
And you said it, you had moments like that before where you knew you were getting hot. You had a couple of shots in a row. But just describe just what that feels like, especially in the fourth quarter situation when every bucket matters and you just feel yourself getting hot.
Yeah, every point matters, every possession matters. You got to get a quality shot every time, and this was one of those instances where I had to be a little bit more aggressive, more assertive. Hunt certain opportunities, try to find certain matchups. Obviously, we're very banged up right now. Z was looking at me like it's about that time. T-Spoon was looking at me like it's about that time. Casey's looking at me like, we get a lot of reps. Like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm trying to, let the game come to me, make the right plays. And, they're showing some double teams, some hard edges. So just trying to figure out spacing where I could kind of get good looks. And then I just figured it out.
How good did it feel to be able to sleep in your own bed before this game?
I was good, man. It's been a long season, a lot of travel, a lot of time spent on the road. So I took my son on a nice walk the other day, so that was nice. Just being able to relax, eat a home cooked meal, go through a normal routine, sit outside and listen to the birds, and not be in a hotel room. So it was just really good for me to be at home, be able to spend some time with my wife, and I'm just really take advantage of the things off the court, because we get so caught up in the games and wins and losses and working out, and treatment in my life is just a regimen, a schedule. So being able to do nothing for a change and just get treatment and relax was very helpful for me.
It's I think 16 left after tonight, but tonight started 10 of 16 at home.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at that and you look at, as you mentioned, you were only 2.5 back. They were the 5th seed. You look at that in the standings. How does that play into keeping you guys uplifted, knowing it's close because of how outstanding?
The only way to go on a winning streak is to win one game at a time. So take advantage of each opportunity in front of you. Execute the game plan, win each quarter, trying to have no letdowns in quarters. And every game's going to be closely contested. Everybody's competing for something. Probably the first time in a long time where 5 to 13 got a shot. Like, everybody has a chance, and they feel like they got a realistic chance. So we just got to give ourselves a chance to execute down the stretch and live with whatever it is, as long as we were playing as hard as we can.
Trey really came out aggressive tonight, a couple of dunks, and then he stayed really potent for you guys outside on the perimeter. How important is he to the offense moving forward, especially if B.I. is going to miss some time maybe?
Very, very important. He's got to continue to hunt shots, be aggressive, get downhill and look to finish. I missed him on a couple driving kicks, and he reminded me of it. And I think that's what we need, honestly. It's important that He understands the severity of each possession and how important it is for him to get quality looks and quality shots. And when he's open, we got to find him and put him in position to score, and then he's got to be willing to take those shots.
CJ, you talked about letting the game come to yourself, trying to find your space. You got to play a few minutes with Dyson where he was facilitating and it really opened up the offense. Then you got going. Can you talk about just what you've seen playing with Dyson this year and what he brought to you tonight?
Yeah, he was a plus 21 tonight. Gave us impactful minutes, made the right plays, long, athletic. You know, they call him straight face Dyson. His face always looks the same. You don't know if he's happy or sad or what, but he competes. He works on his game. He's always in the gym, watching film, and you know, he's a competitor. He's been a pro since he was like 12, so he's used to, you know, all different types of moments.
Gotcha. And as president, Jackson's had a weird 4 years here, developmentally, on, off court. You've got to deal with him for a year since coming over through the trade. How have you seen him evolve just on the court, staying ready for like games like tonight? And what's your relationship with Jaxson, you know, off the court? How have you grown with him this last year?
I would say we have a good relationship. We're both from Ohio. I haven't really, I'm not going to say I've been mentoring him or anything like that. I'm not going to hype myself up, but I think he's done a great job of just being a pro. I think he's watched, you know, Larry, he's watched some other guys, how we move, how we work out, how we consistently show up. And he's a guy who, whether he's playing or not, he's getting his work in with House at the basket, working on his post moves, finishing. He's getting extra conditioning in when he's not playing. He's playing in a conditioning league. And he's a guy who wants to play. You can tell he wants to play. When he's out there, he's doing something. He's impacting the game. So I'm happy to see him taking advantage. He's unlike anything we've ever seen from an athletic standpoint. Can guard 1 through 5, can finish around the basket, got good touch. So he's been very helpful for us.
And you talked about just how crazy the playoff race this year with so many teams. Just when there are so many teams and everybody's this close, do you even allow yourself to look at the standings or what's going on night to night?
I'm looking now. I used to not look, but now I'm looking. I'm watching games on League Pass. I see the Blazers lost. Shout out to the Blazers. I'm watching. I'm paying attention. Those are my homies, but I wish them well until I don't.
Can you just describe just the way Willy is moving? I know throughout this he's been talking about his importance as a leader for you guys, kind of setting the tone just through the ups and downs, like CC said, some of the lumps y'all have gone through. Just describe what his demeanor has been like in the locker room around you guys.
Yeah, he's done a great job of being consistent, you know, every night, you know, in terms of how he approaches the game, how he teaches, how he coaches. He had a good talk pregame about the importance of playing with a sense of urgency. Each possession, we haven't done that consistently, and this is the time where we got to do it, or changes has to come out there on the court. And I think tonight he didn't have to make too many changes because guys were competing and doing what they were supposed to do. And you're gonna make mistakes, but as long as it's competitive mistakes that are being made and you're playing hard and it's the effort and the want to, I think we can all live with that. Like, you're gonna lose games, you're gonna win games, but how are you losing them and why?